Hey guys, it's Jenny with Jen's Creations and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad all of you have decided to spend a little time with me. I know probably like myself, we're all very busy, so you taking the time to come and watch a video of mine really means a lot to me. And I just want to thank all my newer subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to say is just forgive my fingernails. They look absolutely horrible. I almost didn't make this video because I'm so embarrassed about how my fingernails look, but I'm going to go get them done tomorrow. So anyway, okay, enough about that. But I'm coming on today because do you guys remember I told you I bought this embossing powder that Corey Dahman, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of her channel. I think it's Creating with Scraps, but anyway, she used this embossing powder and just went on and on about it. So I ordered some to try on some flowers that I have cut out. So I wanted to show you, let me find the ones that I used that on. What it does is it makes it look wet. Let me use one of my doilies. It just, and I used, this is green, no, hang on. I was gonna say it's green cardstock, but no, it's not. It's cream colored cardstock that I have used distressed oxide ink pads on, and I've colored the paper. So I made this flower purple, and as you can see, the Seth Apter embossing powder just gives it a very high gloss. So there's one. Here's another one. I won't show you all of them. I don't want to bore you. There's another one. You can see the reflection, how high gloss it is. And then on this flower, I just used it on the tips of the flower. See how I painted the stamens a little bit darker, colored them a little bit darker purple, and then they have the embossing powder on them. I'm just gonna turn it and see if it shows up. Okay, so, and these are the Tim Holtz Wildflower metal dies that I used. Okay, so then I thought, well, you know, while I'm embossing, I'm going to go get some of my other embossing powders. Oh, now on this, and I'll continue my sentence, but on this one I just used it on the little bud down there, and then I colored in some stamens and used the powder on that. So that's what that flower looks like. So, like I said, while I was embossing, I thought, well, I'm going to go get some of my other embossing powders and see what it looks like. So I'm going to show you, I bought some of the frosted crystal embossing powder, and I really like it a lot. So let me show you what it did. Here's an example. I'm just going to kind of turn it. So it doesn't give it a high gloss, but it gives it a really, I don't know how to describe it, crystally appearance. So there's that flower. Maybe I should lay them this way so you can kind of see. Okay, let me find another one. Okay, here's another one. I decided not to ink or fully color this paper. I just kind of inked around the edges, I think with old paper, because I thought, well, some of the flowers I want to leave them the same color as the paper that I used to cut it out. So there's another example of the frosted crystal. Oh, here's a, no, I don't like that flower. I did a flower and I do not like it, and I don't want to show it to you. Oh, here's one. I did it in the middle of this flower. I colored the middle of the flower a green, and then I used the embossing powder just in the middle. So I'm gonna just turn it and see if you can see it. Okay, and then I got out, oh, I didn't bring it out here. What is the name of that? It's a Recollections, and I think, oh, it's called Champagne. That's what it's called. So let me show you what it did. I think I only did 2 flowers in it because it's very metallic-y looking. I'm gonna kind of just turn the doily and let the flowers catch the light and let them reflect. So as you can see, it's very metally looking, so I wasn't so sure if I like that or not. I'll see if it works in the journal pages. I mean, it's, you know, it may work. So that is Recollections Champagne Colored embossing powder. And then let me show you, I bought the, you know how I love yellow. So I had bought this Wow. It comes in a 3-pack, but I only used this one color. And I don't know if you can see, I'm so sorry, I think it was out of frame, the sparkle in it. So it's called Sorbet. Sorry. It's very gray and dark here, so I've got the lights turned on. So I used that embossing powder. Okay, so this is what it did on a flower that I colored. I think it's Picked Raspberry. So you can see it just kind of turned it sparkly. And even though it's a, you know, technically a yellow embossing powder, it doesn't really come out yellow. Of course, I put it on top of a pink flower, but let me show you. Oh, here we go. Here's this flower. Now this is just a very subtle light pink cardstock, printed cardstock. So that's what the yellow did on top of it. So I don't know if that's gonna blur or not. Okay, so anyway, enough of the yellow. And then I cut out some of the flowers in book pages. Sorry, this doesn't have anything to do with embossing powders. But let me just show you some of the flowers that I just want to show you all the stuff I've been working on since I haven't. The videos I've been posting, I did in the past, so I just wanted to do one that's more up to date. So there's the book page flowers, and I just inked around the edges so it would show up a little bit better. I thought that would be neat in a kind of vintage journal. Okay, and then I did some vellum. Wait, no, vellum and tracing paper, yeah. Let me show you these first. These are not embossed. Got a song stuck in my head today. There, and then there's a little yellow one. Okay. Okay, so I cut these out of, I believe this is tracing paper, and then I alcohol inked to color them. So they're pretty, you know, they're very fragile, so, but I like how they look, you know, the transparency of it. I think it's really neat. Okay, now let me show you how I did emboss on one of, was it just one of the vellums? Yeah, it was. I did I used the Seth Apter on a yellow I keep saying vellum, I mean tracing paper, guys. Okay, so this is tracing paper that I heat embossed, and it did curl it up. As you can see, it curled it up, but you know, once I attach it down on a piece of paper, you know, but I like how, you know, it's really pretty and shiny. So I thought that was pretty neat looking. And then I think all the other flowers, this is just one that the stem of the flower, I attached the tracing paper to the cream colored paper, and then I took a dauber and tried to alcohol ink the vellum. Now this is vellum, and it sort of kind of took it. The stem did not really take the green, so I kind of just inked around the edges. But the top of the flower is strictly just vellum. It turned out okay. It's not my favorite. But I did have a lot of fun playing with, you know, the embossing powders while I had them out. My two favorites are the Seth Apter and I really like the Frosted Crystal. These two are Frosted Crystal. It's really pretty. So, okay, so those are the embossing projects, because I know my bestie Julie, the creative Chica, hi Julie, she said, you know, she was eager to see how the Seth Apter embossing powder turned out. So it may be similar, guys, to other embossing powders. I do have some clear embossing powder, but it's been a while since I've used it, so I don't remember. Maybe it comes out just as shiny as the Seth Apter does. I just don't remember. I really haven't embossed anything in quite a while, so. All right, so Julie, that was for you. That was my flowers that I cut out for my journal that I've done some embossing and inking with. And you know what? In addition to the Tim Holtz Wildflower metal dies, I also ordered another die set off of Amazon, and it was a big die set, but I can't remember the name of it or whatever. But I mean, if anybody's interested in the links, let me know. I think I got the Tim Holtz Wildflower set off of Amazon as well because it was on sale. So, but if anybody wants the links, just let me know. Okay, so next, I want to show you guys, if you watched my video where Melody made, hey Melody, how you doing? She sent me this huge destash box. Well, one of the items in the box were these beautiful tags, and I'm like, I gotta make some tags. So here I go again with free printables, but I got a free printable download, and so I printed them out on some cream paper. Oh, I thought I had the other ones out here. I guess I didn't bring them. I was just going to show you. You also get some like scallop. Oh, here they are. Well, here's one of them. Oh gosh, did I drop them? Anyway, you get some scallop circles, and there's more than one, but oh well, I must have dropped them or something on the way from my craft room out here. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, and then I printed them out on the transparency paper that I bought. So I know you can't see them that well, but these are all circles, which I just used my 1.5 inch scalloped punch to punch them out. It's really bothering me. I can't find those other ones. Oh well. let's see, that is these like labels here. Oops, on the transparency. And then these are the tags, which again, I know you probably can't see them at all, you know, that well. Okay, but here they are on the transparency paper. So I took one of the transparencies and I sewed a pocket, which I was really proud of myself for doing this. So there's a I attached the transparency to a plain piece of book page that I had cut out of a book, and it didn't have any words on it. So I had this big piece of book page, so I used it. I sewed the transparency all around to the book page. So technically, there's a pocket in front, you know, that can go and would show behind. Okay, I can't do this upside down, obviously. There's a pocket here right behind the transparency. Okay, so whatever you insert in there will show through the transparency. And then there's a pocket behind the book page. Okay, so this is my tag that I ended up making. Let me back out. I had bought these sunflowers from Dollar Tree a while back, and they were on wire stems, so I just cut the stem off, and I took my scissors and I flattened the center of the sunflower because it was dome shaped, and if I'm going to put this in a journal, I need it to be as flat as possible. So I took my scissors and I just pressed down on these sunflowers and I squished them down. And then I took some lace that I also bought off of Amazon. It was a big package of all different kinds of laces. And then I used the ink that Craft Eccentricity, hey Sharon, she sent me in a Happy Mail, which I've done the video, but I haven't posted it yet. But maybe, you know what, I'll probably post it before this video, so you'll see it. So she sent me this big ink pad, so I used it and I colored the lace green because I wanted more green to show up here. So, and then I was really proud of myself because I took a piece of rickrack. Okay, I took a piece of rickrack and I stitched it onto this gingham ribbon using a fancy stitch off of my sewing machine, and I was proud. It worked and everything, and I got to change the thread on top to a darker thread. I wanted a darker thread, so I did a leaf pattern. So and then the back of the tag, I've left it plain. I'm not sure, I may put some tea dye paper on here, or I may leave it plain like this. People could do journaling on the back of this. So, and then I just, you know, punched a hole, put an eyelet in there, and then put some of my Dollar Tree lace through it. And then I used some twine. I bought a big bundle of twine that was on sale at Hobby Lobby, and I chose some of the dark green twine and I made a bow. So that is my first tag. And then this is my second tag, which doesn't have a pocket or anything, but I don't know how I'm going to use it. I don't know if I'm going to put it down in a pocket or put washi on the side and turn it into a flip. I don't know what I'm going to do, but the back of it is plain as well for journaling. I used some of the sunflower tags on the tag that Melody sent me. I used some songbook paper. These are tickets from a digital kit that I purchased, and I thought it looked neat to have it on an angle, so I just put part of one over here, part of one over there. I used some ribbon also that Melody gave me in her destash. Melody, I'm just loving everything that you sent me. So see, I'm already putting it to good use. This lovely ribbon, chocolate brown stitch, it's gorgeous. Oh, and I also used some of your graph paper or ledger paper already, Melody. Ledger paper, your tag, your ribbon. I mean, it's already on here. And then there's another one of those Dollar Tree sunflowers that I took my scissors and squished the center of the sunflower to make it flat. I took some of the green twine and I put it through, and then I unwound it because I just thought it looked kind of cool to have a topping on it like that. And of course the eyelet. So there's tag number 2. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video. This one's long enough. I'm going to try to keep them shorter. But I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been working on that takes me a long time. I'm a very slow crafter. To do these 2 tags, it took me all morning long, from like 9 o'clock to 12:30 to do these tags, guys, because I'm just so slow, and I, took my time with the sewing and everything. I always practice sew before I sew on the real project because I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, just want to explain why I'm such a slow crafter, part of it. But thank you for watching this video. Again, I'm sending you love. Please pray for Julie, the Creative Chica. She's not feeling well today, and so this is Wednesday. She's not feeling good, so we just need to lift her up in prayer. And anyway, sending you love and prayers and crafty hugs from Texas, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.